Ah!
Conflict.
Oh, that hurt my ears. It's a maverick. And fireworks.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Shit's going down.
First things first.
Oh yeah.
So many saves. Status. Good. Well, shit.
Oh no. Well, that's your sloppy seconds gone. Replaced with Bryce.
Okay. After a night of turbulent dreams, my consciousness returned to the shores of a waking world. Today is the day of the big fireworks. Who shall I bring?
So you can have multiple choice.
I guess.
We just failed. Well, I fucked her, so, you know. I don't want to be a dick or nothing.
That must be her.
We're gonna get an ending!
It's Bryce!
We're gonna get an ending!
Yay!
Ah! Takes another 3 hours. Hey, Horny. Looks like you're ready to go.
I didn't think you want to go to a I didn't think you want to go to a community event like this one.
Anything can be fun with the right company. But you'll have to do.
With that argument, we could just stay here.
I haven't seen the fireworks in years. Well, like, with all the crazy... I'm off my meds, I'm sorry. With all the crazy shit that's happened to me recently, maybe they'll be a reminder of better days.
Before they die.
Yeah.
In a prison cell.
Alone.
They get in prison raped. No!
By Sasha, the big Russian dragon over there. She's scary. I'm scared.
Better days? You don't usually talk about yourself like that.
It's because I don't give a damn anymore. Who cares if you know that about me? Who cares if the entire town knows? I certainly don't.
She just goes out and yells that she fucked me.
I fucked a human! I'm also dying of what I guess is cancer.
Yeah, what is she dying from? She hasn't said.
Dragon cancer.
I guess.
These days I'm just trying to make the most of whatever's left.
Like your dick.
Yeah. I'll ride that thing until the cows come home. Shit.
Alright, let's go then.
Have my dragon babies! Wait, that doesn't work.
This background looks really weird.
It looks 3D rendered.
Yeah.
Really, like, old PC.
All the others are drawings, but this one just looks fucking weird.
Looks like it was made in the same kind of thing you'd see an old point-and-click computer game.
Yeah.
Mm.
After a few minutes of walking, we arrived at a rather empty-looking area near the edge of town. So much for the whole town being out to watch the fireworks.
Yeah, I'm not going to those places. I'm kind of a celebrity, you know.
Really?
For better or worse, people know about me. Of course they would, given my intellectual status.
Or maybe you just don't want to be seen with me.
No, that's not it, actually. That could be quite fun. It would only be another reason for people to be jealous of me. I'm the best.
She fucked the human.
What?
She fucked the descendant of our god.
Oh my god. Blaspheme!
Oh, I think it's starting. We waited quietly as the stillness of the night enveloped us. Soon I heard the sound of the first rocket making its way into the night sky. Then it turned towards us. Then it exploded and we died. After which it exploded in a pattern of colours. More rockets followed, their thunderous noise echoing throughout the land.
Wow! Woo! Pretty! Kaboom! When is
Suddenly, a terrible realization hit me.
We're all gonna die.
Considering how public of an event this was, and how everyone would be watching the fireworks, now would be the best time for Reza to make his move. Not only was the village basically deserted, but the sounds of the fireworks would also overshadow any gunshots, given as much as security as he would ever need. As the portal had been repaired by the mysterious person I met, now was the perfect time for Reza to make his getaway, and I was the only one who knew. Anna, I think we need to go. Now.
Really? The fireworks just started.
I know where Reza is. We need to stop him.
Speak for yourself. This isn't my responsibility.
This is much bigger than you. Are you going to help me or not?
Alright, just for you. What do you want me to do? Fight him?
I'm not sure if that would be such a good idea. I want to try talking to him first.
If you can buy us some time, maybe I could get some help.
That would be perfect. He'll be at the portal. Let's go.
Someone gonna die. Someone gonna fucking die.
I arrived at the portal just a few minutes later. I couldn't help but be glad that it was still turned off and didn't appear to have been used recently. But it meant Reza was still here somewhere. I looked around, thinking about where he could be or if it was worth waiting for him when I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Hesitating, I drew nearer. Oh shit.
Who is it?
It's Sebastian!
Oh no! Your stuttery one!
I checked Sebastian for any signs of life and found nothing. However, his body was still warm.
Oh, he's dead.
Reza was here very recently, but he hadn't used a portal just yet. Why? Sebastian's guard post was not just for the portal itself, but also the surrounding area. Since Reza was already here, he probably had some unfinished business very close by. The underground building. The administrator told me all about the prowess of the generators within. It probably hadn't been hard for Reza to guess the same, or to try stealing them from a place he knew would be even more deserted than the rest of the village was right now. He also didn't have to go far from the portal. All things considered, it was the only option that made sense to me. I could have waited for Reza here, but in the end, I decided it would be better to meet him underground. If it was going to be a confrontation, I was sure I would have the advantage in a more crowded space. Even in the darkness, it was easy for me to spot the site where they had unearthed the building's entry, as it was in a roped-off area that I'd seen from afar before. When I entered the building, I was met by a long, illuminated hallway that was lined with doors on both sides.
Ungodly clean.
Since the lights were already on, Reza had to be very close. I wasn't surprised that the building still had electricity, since its generators were also powering the portal. Suddenly, one of the doors opened, and out came Reza, carrying a large cardboard box. When he spotted me, he set it on the ground.
Oh, what was his voice? Shit.
I can't
He
remember.
basically has the same voice as Anna, so I should probably change it. I was just doing generic American hello, how are you doing? Hello!
Well, you'll think of something.
I don't want to do Scottish.
Go with whatever you want.
What do you want?
Do what you want!
Don't give me this choice.
I am giving you all the choice you need.
Don't give me all the choice I need, because then I'll never figure out what I want! Bitch! Whatever. Boston. Honey, you're here. You don't know how glad I am to see you. I've wanted to talk with you for so long, I even tried to contact you, but I couldn't with someone tailing you this whole time. But talking can wait. Can. Now that you're here, we've got everything. Come on, help me with this and let's get it out of here.
No.
No? What are you talking about?
I'm not doing anything until you answer a few questions.
You want to talk now? Sure, why not? We've probably got a few hours if we wanted to. None of them will disturb us here. You could even get a backup generator as well after we send this one over.
When did you realize we were in the past? How did you even know about the comet?
I've known for a while. It's what I wanted to talk with you about when we met at the portal. How about you?
I only recently found out.
Looking back, it just seems so obvious to me now. I'm not sure how exactly you figured it out, but there were so many damn clues when you think about it. I mean, how could a supposedly completely different, independent civilization speak the same language as us? What was this supposed to be? An alternate reality? No, it was just a different time. This accent is just dying on me. Whatever, I'll stick with it. When was there ever anything resembling these creatures on Earth? It's not hard to make a jump from dragons to dinosaurs when some of them here look pretty damn near identical to dinosaurs we knew about. And then there's also the prehistoric fruits, the plants, and the fact that their technological level is nearly exactly the same as our own past society. But we don't need to have to think about that abstract. You just need to look at the sky. The sun, the moon, even the stars are the same. Constellations change over time, of course, but you know we could account for that stuff. You could have just pointed your PDA at the sky, and it would have told you the time period, including the imminent threat of being eradicated. You could even see the meteorite in the sky, and how it would change its position day after day.
Are you done being condescending?
I guess so.
You killed those dragons, Razor.
What a brilliant deduction, Sherlock.
Why did you do it?
Do you really need me to spell it out? I thought better of you. After I found out the truth about this place, I knew just waiting for the generators we were owed was not an option anymore. It would have taken who knows how long, but I didn't intend to stay a day longer than necessary. You wouldn't believe how hard it was for me to acquire some generators. Some of the dragons didn't go down easily. But who cares that they got back the generators I stole? With just this one, we won't need any of the others.
How could you do this?
'Cause I'm Batman? How could I do this? Let me ask you this. What harm is there really in taking their generators when their whole civilization will be gone in a few weeks anyway? The ones I killed just died a little earlier than scheduled. Even if that creep hadn't shown up and interrupted our meeting, we wouldn't have had the time for them to make the generators for us.
How about we don't let them all die?
They're not going to be extinct anytime soon. If that's what you're concerned about. I paid the hatchery another visit before I came here. With the right persuasion, I think we'll have plenty of reasons to keep at least some of them around. Bodyguards, border patrols, weapons, even as pets or companions, as long as we can make the necessary changes. See, it's not as bad as you might think.
I'm not going to just abandon them like that, only for their whole civilization to be wiped out.
Get your priorities straight, Horny. Next, you'd rather starve because you suddenly empathize with a steak, and you're not satisfied just starving by yourself. No, you're going to let us all starve because you want to impose your morals on everyone. Since when do you think that you could you have any say in this? You know why you're here? What you're proposing is treason, and you know the consequences. Personally, I don't mind if you want to stay here. You know I don't care about corporal punishment. Just let me through and you can do whatever you wish.
I can't do that, Reza.
I see how it is. They've told you they need this generator to stop the comet, huh? And now you've become their lackey? Don't tell me you've been drinking up with what they've been telling you. You know they have as much of a vested interest in this whole thing as humanity does. That I and you do. Or at least used to. Do you think they wouldn't do the same thing if it was their families on the line instead of ours?
The entire world is on the line here.
They live in perfect harmony, with their perfect green energy source and no reason for wars or conflict, yada yada yada. We had that too. And you know what happened then? Of course you do. This is such an idiotic trope, you know. Random person meets weird natives, learns their ways, and then ends up saving them. What do they need from you, huh? Maybe they're going to be extinct for a reason if they can't even save themselves.
You know of our suffering, yet we'll let them have it?
I don't care what happens to them, but unlike you, I was at least trying to save humanity.
At any cost.
We have the solution right here. And you want to get philosophical now? Don't you think we deserve it?
He's thinking rather in the short term here, isn't he? If you save the dragons, they can build more generators. Then you don't have to kill the dragons.
Yeah.
He's being a fucking idiot.
Yep. We'll build it on his back. They've had it for who knows how long. Now it's time for us.
Not like this.
Do you think I like it? If there was a different way, I wouldn't have spent the last few weeks doing what you didn't. We don't live in this fairy tale world of yours where there is a perfect solution for everything. You should know that. Just being here for a few weeks must have messed you up. I think I know why. You got too used to all the comforts they have here. You actually don't care at all if they die back home, do you? As long as you can stay here, in this perfect little world of yours, you have discarded everything and everyone back home, and replaced it with this. Maybe it is because you just don't have a life back home. I can even understand that a little. Of course, it would be nice to just stay here where they have everything and we don't. But being here also reminded me of everything I hated about our world as it used to be. The pettiness of the politics. Say about the solar flare what you want, but it leveled the playing field and gave people like us a chance to make a difference. For all of our efforts, what did we get? A vote that was meaningless in the sea of stupidity and lies. Now everyone has to pull their own weight. We make the rules. You, of all people, should understand.
So he's an anarchist, then?
Shit.
Through and through.
Great. Of course they wouldn't. They haven't experienced how it is to live like we do now, to see the world burn and everyone you know die around you.
And because I have, I won't let the same thing happen to them.
How many do you think died back home just in the 2 weeks you have been here? Because we don't have the power for the hospital, huh? Do you think those victims aren't worth mentioning, or do you just care about the few dragons I killed? Our city is the last bastion of a civilized society in a world where nothing else is left. Maybe you've forgotten about them, but I haven't. How many of us do you think will still be there in a month, a year? Or are they just a statistic to you?
The same could be said for the dragons.
What do you want to do? Talk me down from doing this? And then what? It's too late anyway. You think they're just going to let us go after what I've done? Fat chance. Whatever you may think, you'll find that our leaders back home agree with my course of action.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I expect you to join me.
That's not going to happen.
And you call yourself an ambassador? This generator is the only thing we need for our city to survive. How can you even argue about this?
The dragons also need that generator, and I'll do what is necessary to stop you if I have to.
So that makes you judge, jury, and executioner? What a wonderful set of morals you have there, Horny.
We only need to wait until the comet has passed safely.
You think you could stop the comet? And you need this generator to do that? Sure, and if your plan fails, then not only is this world gone, but we also lose any and all hope to save our own. We're so close now. We can't risk anything but by waiting for your crazy plan when back home they are dying by the minute. I will not let you.
You only want to save your own two-faced hide because you don't want to face the consequences of what you did.
Shit, I have to do an evil laugh.
Why are you laughing about this?
Because it's a joke. It must be. I'm the one with the gun, and you thought you could just waltz in here and lecture me? Listening to you is fun and all, but the grown-ups must get back to work now. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't stop me now anyway. Maybe I can.
Suddenly, Maverick and Anna appeared next to me.
Yay!
Poof! Wait, what?
Popped in out of nowhere. How did you get here?
Are you the Batman Maverick?
I'm the Bat Maverick. Great, more characters to voice for me. You planned this, didn't you, Horny? Traitor! And to think I let you distract me with a cheap trick just because I thought there was still a shred of humanity within you.
He pulled out his gun.
Oh no, so
Not
scary.
sure which one of us he should be aiming at.
Just let me go and I'll forget this thing ever happened.
You've got 6 bullets for 3 people. Do you think you can really do that, Reza? Do you think this is worth risking your life for? That's Eddie.
Okay. I've been risking my life for this every day for the last 2 weeks. What do you do during that time? Sip champagne in your nice apartment? Besides, this generator's the whole building came... And this whole building came from our time. They belong to humanity! Ugh.
Suddenly, the administrator came out from the shadows
voices for
in
me.
the hallway behind Reza.
No, they belong to me.
Confused, Reza spun around, aiming his gun at the newcomer who was slowly walking towards him.
Who the fuck are you? Freeze! I said freeze! Want to waste your bullets on me? Feel free. You can't stop all of us. If you say so.
He pulled the trigger and the administrator fell to the ground with a dull thud that knocked her mask off.
It's a grill! It's a grill! Oh!
My first instinct was to run away,
She did.
but as Maverick started charging, so did Anna and I. Maverick was fast, pouncing... Was that a fucking bite noise?
He's
Pouncing on
hungry.
Reza before he had a chance to aim at any of us. He was knocked to the ground and Maverick embedded his teeth into the body before him. Reza was screaming. He aimed at Maverick's head and frantically pulled the trigger twice.
Your girlfriend died.
Well, fuck. The jaws dislodged and Reza aimed his gun in my direction. Suddenly, Anna jumped in front of me as the deafening bands of several more shots ran out through the hallway.
He's probably out of bullets now.
Yeah, he blew all 6. While I was unharmed, Anna was hit multiple times and fell to the ground. While I watched Reza's hand dive into his pocket for more ammo, Anna's harsh breathing filled my ears. Quickly, I dove behind the generator's box for cover and saw Anna opening her muzzle, spraying some liquid in Reza's direction. Reza looked at her in bewilderment before he suddenly burst into flames.
Yay! Everyone's dead!
He started flailing his arms about wildly, trying to put out the fire, but the flames didn't stop. He tried to get up, but failed. Fuck! But failed as he fell once more and squirmed around on the floor, shrieking in agony. A short time later, his body slumped, and his cries stopped as he lay on the ground, motionless. I watched for a while as the flames continued burning the now lifeless body. I went over to Anna, only to realize she was covered in blood from her bullet wounds. She was breathing heavily, but was still alive. This looks bad. I have to do something to stop the bleeding.
Don't bother. Based on where he got me, I'll be gone soon.
Don't say that.
I've done autopsies before. I know how this goes. No one can help me now.
You jumped in front of me, Anna. Why? Why did you do it?
I only had a few months left to live. If I was lucky, that is. Anything past that wouldn't have even been a life worth living. You want to spend your last days strapped to a hospital bed, slowly wasting away until nothing is left but a mere shell, a shadow of your former self? They can prolong my life, but they can't save me. But by doing this, I can save you. So I did. I know you have it in you to achieve and succeed at what you set out to do, even if I couldn't. Even if they'd have me rot and die in prison rather than finding a cure for myself. And who knows how many others. Just make it count, Horny.
Before I could answer, her head slumped. She was dead.
Well, dead. I'm dead now.
I looked around the room. The fire had stopped and it had become eerily quiet as I checked on the others.
What a bloodbath. Oh, that's
oh my
bloody.
god.
My god. Eee.
While I confirmed that Maverick and Reza were dead, I was glad to discover that the administrator was still alive. I found a first aid kit in one of the rooms and used it to dress her wound. After a bit of rest, she was able to get up and we walked outside.
What are you planning to do now? She looks so bored.
Apparently I know her name now. I don't know, Izumi.
Where did
what
we
do
get
you
her
think
name?
we should do? We have to stop the comet after all.
So you remember my name?
Wait, what?
What?
Do we know this person?
The only Izumi I know is from Full Metal Alchemist. She was awesome. Is this Full Metal Alchemist Izumi? No. So you remember my name. What else do you remember?
I know we can stop the comet. Comet.
Comments. Stop
No!
it, comments!
The comet!
No!
No! But I also want to help humanity. I'd be just like Reza if I didn't try, you know, just helping one world and disregarding the suffering of the other.
That's why I'm asking for your plan.
Sending generators now would be out of the question, since we need all we can gather in order to stop the comet.
Can I just say, the firework noises, I can't help but hear compression in them, and it's bugging me.
Oh well.
That is correct.
Unfortunately, I also know that by the time we've stopped the comet, humanity will have given up on the portal and disconnected its power source, so we won't be able to help them afterwards.
You remember well.
The solution to this would be rather simple. We'd just need to let them know to wait a little while longer while the dragons recover from expending all their power sources to stop the comet. We could just send them a letter.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
And why is that?
After what happened during some of our other attempts, I decided to delete the coordinates to humanity's portal when I repaired this one a few days ago.
But the portal has ways to locate other functional portals, right? We could re-establish the connection.
Unfortunately, looking for other portals through time and space would be a significant energy expenditure that we can't afford right now. Not if we want to stop the comet.
I reject this outcome. If there is no way to send them help, I will go back to the day of my arrival and try again. That's why you put those coordinates in, after all.
No, that's not your call to make. These coordinates were only to be used in emergencies, or if we failed.
As far as I am concerned, we did fail.
Look at this world and what they have achieved under my guidance. You want to jeopardize this for a chance, just a chance to save your city as well.
It's what I came here for. Reza too, but he's dead now, so I'm the only one they have left to fight for their survival. I can't just leave them now, as nice as it would be. A life here would be a life built on the suffering of others. I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that I could have helped them, but didn't because I took the easy way out. As far as I am concerned, this isn't over yet.
You want to save those who sent Reza and his supporters. Is this really about humanity, or about Anna? She sacrificed herself for you. Not for you to undo it all again. It is her sacrifice that makes it possible to save this world now. That's not enough for you?
No, I'm going.
If that's your final decision, you leave me no other choice.
Suddenly, I saw her reach in for something in one of her pockets. When it parted to reveal Reza's gun, I quickly grabbed it and pointed it out of the way before Izumi pulled the trigger. In the ensuing scuffle, I managed to wrest it away from her and hit her in the face with its blunt end. She collapsed in pain as blood started to run down her cheek.
Chink? It's Chinese.
Where the impact had opened a gash. As she squirmed on the ground, I turned to her before I took my leave. You know what? For all Reza has done, you sure don't seem that different from him when it comes down to it. Goodbye. As I made my way to the portal to return to the day of my arrival, I thought about what had just happened and what I would do now. If anything, Izumi's actions had only strengthened my resolve to make things right. Just right. After all, I had all the time in the world to try. Well, I was right with my theory about looping each time.
Right.
Using the portal. Well.
That was a clusterfuck at the end.
Yeah.
Eh.
But there are other endings, of course.
Oh no. It took an hour and 45 minutes, by the way.
We've still got an hour left.
I'm not doing it.
I know. I know.
I mean, we can watch a movie. We can watch a movie. I want to watch a movie. I've been wanting to watch The Exorcist for a while. Working through The Exorcist. Completely off topic of this game. Fuck it. Ah, Exorcist. But yeah, your girl died. Joanna died.
But was that the good or bad ending for her?
Probably the bad ending. What would have been the good one, though? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'd say
Lots
we
of
could.
supporters.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could go back and try it, but I don't know. I don't really. My ears hurt. I mean, I'll leave that on you, man. Right. Whether we do that at some point or no.
Gold King.
What did you think of it exactly?
The game?
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly different from what I imagined.
Same. Definitely.
Title screen.
Woo.
Fade to black.
Here we go.
You have seen what lies beneath the mask.
Woo.
You have seen Anna's bad ending. Okay, it is the bad ending. So that was her bad ending.
Oh, she's there now.
Right. Okay. Well, we got our first ending at long last.
And it
We
was-
expected to get it way sooner than we did.
Yep.
But we're finally here. And we're not quite done.
We got a bad ending.
We'll get a good ending on our next recording session, which are
Preferably-
going to be more frequent now,
Are they?
hopefully.
This series?
No, well, not just in general.
Right.
And we'll probably stop there for a while. And then,
We'll take a break from this
and do some other games. We'll
Yeah.
probably come back to it at some point.
non-reedy,
Yeah.
blabber on about
We're planning
dragons.
something to do with Little Nightmares and a portal race and...
Don't need to tell them all. We might not.
Well, I'm
happen.
just describing what we, think we're gonna do next.
Right.
Well, anyways, that's it
Yeah.
for the moment.
I'm exhausted. I did so much reading.
So,
Ha.
ta-ta!
Ta-ta, chaps.